asking. For other people's with hair wraps on their head that might want to know. How? So you got fired because you're under investigation for killing this man. Then they decided to charge you with felony murder in the case, finding substantial evidence enough to charge you. And I'm talking about the man in Atlanta. But then, now they're going to give you your job back saying that we wrongly fired you, but you still being charged with felony murder, and we're going to go ahead and run that trial. So they didn't give him due process. They didn't give him due process for the trying of the murder of the charge. I know, what do you mean due process? For shooting and killing someone at your work job? Even as a police officer, you're going to need to investigate that. That's when they take your firearm, they put you on desk duty, and they figure out what's going on. I'm just confused. So maybe you got some more information, Mr. Due Process. Because he's getting his due process in court. Obviously, he's out of jail because he made bond. And he's going to go back to work. So hopefully he don't run up on your son in a car asleep. I'm just saying. It's all kind of crazy for me. Someone says, well, he has not been convicted as of yet. No, but he is about to go on trial. So the same man that you're about to go on trial that has a 50-50 chance of being a citizen out here in the free world, considering that he is being charged with murder, we're just going to let him go out and just freely have authority over us until they decide. You must be out your whole rabbit ass mind. I'm just saying. He ain't been convicted, but he definitely been charged. So I'm going to need him to stay up off of the I got a gun and I'm patrolling seat. I'm going to need him to have some desk duty. I ain't got no paperwork. I don't know. It's just me. I just cannot keep up with the crazy. And I feel like some of y'all are trying to justify the crazy. I'm not saying that the man don't deserve to be able to make a living. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the man don't need to be policing our people. Is that too much to ask? The same man being charged with felony murder as a police officer for killing a man, I'm just going to need him not to be policing. And is that crazy to ask? No, it's not. He should go do something else. Go do Amazon deliveries. Go fix engines on cars. Rotate tires. Check a gasket. Restock the food in the Kroger. There's many other jobs he can do. But I'm going to need him not to have authority over people. That kind of job, no. We ain't reinstating that. Well, you know what? K, Sky, One, we would all assume and hope that his job would be desk duty, but who knows? His ass was like in a patrol car with a gun right now. Lord have mercy, I tell you. I tell you. The double, triple, quadruple standards. Ain't no way. Now, they over here mad at juror number 52 in the Derek Chauvin trial. He was actually juror number 6 on the trial, but he was number 52 in the lineup for picking. And they mad at him because they saw him at a peaceful protest commemorating the March of Martin Luther King. They want to do a whole new trial. Okay, y'all got to read the news. Y'all got to know what's going on in the world. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, the Derek Chauvin trial, we all know it happened. It was one of the biggest trials of the last decade for the death of George Floyd. He was obviously convicted, found guilty, a day of deliberation, unanimous vote. All jurors believe that he was guilty. Jurors of a diverse makeup, black men, white men, black women, white women, mixed people, all that, right? Now, time has passed. I love you, Lily. Time has passed, and the attorneys in the Chauvin trial on his side then addressed the judge and asked the judge for another trial, saying that the judge can look at this and realize that they made a mistake, not happening. And then second, has an issue with this juror saying that they saw him with a Black Lives Matter shirt on, or a get your knee off my neck at a Martin Luther King commemorative protest and memorial situation last August. Now, we know for sure that there were people on the jury that had Blue Lives Matter on their Facebook page, right? Right. But you still trusted them to give this man a fair trial, right? Though they are overly in support of Blue Lives Matter. So when you hear somebody say Black Lives Matter, why is that now an issue? Because it's an issue everywhere, not just here. Have you heard of the Olympics? Japan said they are banning any BLM paraphernalia. No fist protests, no kneeling, none of that. Why? Why? What does Black Lives Mattering have to do with winning a race or winning a competition? And if one chooses to create their protest by wearing a shirt or kneeling, what does that have to do with anything? Outside of you silencing and suppressing our ability for freedom of speech. It's not hate speech. It's truth speech. It's uplifting speech. And it's only mad by those that don't believe that Black Lives Matter. It's like somebody putting up a sign about certain pets. If you don't like them, I get it. But ain't nothing wrong with them. Let them live. What is the problem? The better question is, what is the problem? No, Black Lives Matter was not started and funded by a white person. It was started and funded by 2 black women. Get it together. Now, there is a white man that was out in California that during the riots decided to make a page and an account for Black Lives Matter and received a whole lot of money on behalf of BLM that was supposed to go to the different organizations fighting local issues. Instead, he took it. That happened. You know, I do the news, baby. I know what the problem is. There are 2 laws. Hold up. White laws and black laws. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Listen. All right, we about to get into this news. Y'all want to hear it? I'm going to go ahead and read it all to you now. I just got you that last story, but that last story got me like, what? Let's go. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. So the Biden administration supported waiving patents for COVID vaccines to boost supply in lower income countries. Now, the U.S. vaccination makers are not happy about this idea, Ricky. Stock shares for Pfizer and Moderna dropped after the announcement. Meanwhile, the CDC has released projections yesterday from several research groups that predict that the COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations, and deaths here in the U.S. will fall dramatically by the end of July. Also, House Republicans are trying to oust Representative Liz Cheney for her criticism of Donald Trump and replace her with Trump loyalist Representative Elise Stefanik from New York. But peep this game, you guys. Political analysts believe that the controversy is a win-win for the Republican Party. While Liz Cheney could be held up as a martyr, boosting her star power amongst anti-Trump Republicans, at the end of the day, she has a lifetime pro-Trump policy voting record. And last but certainly not least, Ricky, this is going to frustrate you. Now, Atlanta officials have reinstated the police officer who was fired last summer after fatally shooting Rayshard Brooks. Now, just to remind you, Rayshard Brooks was the black man who was in his car at a Wendy's parking lot, and a complaint came in saying that he had fallen asleep in his car. Now, officials say that the officer was wrongly terminated following the incident, but he still faces felony murder charges. I'm so confused. And how is it wrongfully terminated if the charges are still holding? But does he get death duty? Yes. They let him back. He is back out there with authority. Do we know that for sure, though? Oh, well, I hope so. Well, we're going to keep up on this story and find out what this officer is doing for the future. That was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. You can follow me on all social media at Eva Marcille and Rock T. What's going on in sports? All right. I knew I wasn't tripping. Hi, this man back on the Y'all have a blessed day. Know your worth. Control your emotions. And don't settle.